how often are the customers like talkative like that
A lot.
versus just people who just go straight for the order?
A lot of them.
Really?
A lot of
like
them
the
like to
majority?
talk. A lot of them like to talk.
More than 50%?
I'd say about like a solid like 75%.
Oh wow, that is
like-
super surprising to
like-
me.
Like just want to talk. And then about like the other half is like they just come in and order and then they just leave.
All right, we are live, Anthony.
Yippee!
How's it going, Anthony?
Dude, it's going pretty good, bro. Hey, how are you? How are you?
I'm doing pretty good as well.
Yeah?
Yeah, how's Southwest?
Hey, no comment. Bro.
Southwest, Southwestern, what
Dude,
is it?
Southwestern? It's aight. It's aight.
It's aight?
Yeah.
It's aight?
It's not really good.
Not really
It's
good.
it's like mid tier, you know, like you got like SCSU, then you got Southwestern, and you got like Mar Vista.
Okay. It's mid-tier.
It's mid.
It's
It's
mid-tier.
mid. There's not
Alright.
much.
Hey, have you been getting any action lately?
No.
None?
There are no baddies in my
action?
class, bro. No
Damn.
baddies, bro.
Not
None.
at all?
Nah.
That's just the way it is?
Yeah, that's just
That's
the
just
way.
the population?
Nah. Alright, so you see them around campus, and then
Oh.
you go into my class, and they're nowhere to be seen.
Damn. Unlucky, man.
Yeah. It's called being a STEM major, bro.
How about here? What do you think the population here at SCSU
Yeah,
is like?
I've seen some fine individuals
Already
walking this campus.
just walking?
Just walking from my car to where I saw you.
Exactly, bro.
there's-
That's what I'm saying.
There's about like 30 of them. Holy,
Yeah, SCSU is pretty crazy, man.
for real?
Sweden crazy. Ever been to like any parties or anything?
Nah, not yet.
Yeah, really.
You gotta let me in, bro.
You want to?
Yeah, let's
You
go.
want to join parties?
Let's go.
I'm down to as well, but unfortunately, hey, if anyone's hosting a party, let me know. All right,
Yeah,
I'm down.
yeah.
AJ's down too.
Yeah.
All right.
What's crazy to you?
I think okay. I mean, this isn't really crazy, but it's something I think about kind of often, right?
Yeah.
Because there's always extroverts out there who like talk to like any person, but at the same time, you don't really like see those people out on the streets.
Yeah.
Like most of the time, if you're taking the trolley, if you're just going about your day, you're at a park or whatever, everybody's on their own, right? If they're talking to someone else, it's because they already know them, they're friends,
Yeah.
right? But there's really almost no people out there who are going out and just talking to random people.
Yeah.
And so I feel like nowadays that's kind of it's like outside of a social norm to like talk to other people.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Because no one really talks to anyone or like makes the attempt to talk to like random people in public. It's just like you only talk to the people that you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's just like the way society's going. It's just,
But I feel like it's okay to break that norm, don't you think?
well, yeah, but you have
Yeah.
to, but like I feel like now not a lot of people have the confidence to like go up to a random person and just say hi
Yeah.
to them.
Well, I mean, it's not only about the person who's initiating the conversation,
Yeah.
but it's also about the person who's receiving it. Because since the atmosphere has changed about, talking to random people, then if you try to do it yourself, even if you have the confidence to do it, other people might not respond.
Yeah,
You
they'll
know.
just look at you weird.
Yeah, exactly. And that's only because that's just something that doesn't happen nowadays. And-
Yeah,
But at the same time, I feel like that's so precious, like human interaction with people that you don't
Yeah.
know, and like actually like connecting with people around you is really important, and it's something like that I want to do, but I'm like blocked. I feel blocked because I feel like the way that people respond is gonna be like
bad.
it's gonna be bad now because that's like not the normal thing to do.
You know, I feel like you could start it because you don't know, like just by saying like hi, or, like I hope
Yeah.
you have a good day to someone, that could really like change how their day's going. Because like if someone's having a bad day and you walk up to them and be like, hey, hi, I hope you're having a good day, and you just walk off, like they're gonna be like, oh, like someone out there like cares.
No, I actually I kind of did that once, not exactly conversation wise, but I try to just make random people happy
Yeah,
because like for example, I had this bag of popcorn. It was like a big bag of popcorn, right?
Yeah.
And I couldn't finish it. And like, once you keep going through like half a bag of popcorn, like at some point it kind of gets tiring, right?
Yeah.
Like you don't want to eat it anymore. It becomes too salty.
She-
And so like, I'm just gonna give this to a random person,
Yeah.
and then they're gonna enjoy. They're gonna have that experience of joy for like the first few popcorns at least,
Yeah.
And also like, oh, a random person just gave me some popcorn,
Yeah.
And it's like some people like really appreciate that, and that's what I did that day. I had half a bag of popcorn left. I just gave it to a random person. They were like, "Oh, thank you so much."
Yeah.
And
do you know if they ate that bag or if they just
no,
threw it
I
away?
mean, the person, he had like a box of pizza open next to him. So I'm like, okay, if you're eating pizza,
You're
you probably like popcorn too.
Yeah. You guess like the movie theater starter pack right there, bro.
And another thing I did too, there's these a pack of like Farmer Joe's Reese's cups.
Oh yeah, those
Do you know exactly the ones I'm talking about?
Trader Joe's, the Trader Joe ones.
Yeah, but it's like Reese's cups.
Yeah.
But they're like really cheap. It's like $2 for like maybe, I don't know, 15 or whatever, 10, 15. Yeah, it's really cheap.
Holy smokes.
Yeah. And so I was like, oh, okay, this is really cheap. And at first I bought it for myself, of course.
Yeah.
But then again, I got tired of it. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna waste the food. Might as well give it to random people.
Yeah.
And people like, it really makes their day. I'm just giving them one piece of chocolate that cost me maybe 15 cents. And they're like, oh my gosh, thank you so much, And it's like, if I could, spend so little and add so much value to someone else's life, just like that, and,
Yeah.
that's why I love doing it. If I ever have food and I just don't want to eat anymore, and it's like things I can share, then, make someone's day or just like that.
Yeah, no, that's definitely something I want to start doing too. It's like if I have anything like food related and it's like shareable,
Yeah.
just give it to someone. But I don't know, because you always have like that fear that someone's gonna be like, I don't want that. It's like, but yeah. Want to know what I find wild?
Mm-hmm.
The fact that you're making me pay you interest on parking.
What?
Guarantee.
It is not interest. It's less than what I paid.
If you don't know this man tax, bro. He has a
less.
pyramid. You have a pyramid. How much?
$6.35, and I asked you for $6. How's that interest?
All right. Yeah, no, I thought you changed it.
No.
I thought it was gonna be 7.
No.
Oh, I was told to never let you pay for anything, because then you're just gonna like tax on it. You're gonna like raise the price.
Who told you that?
I think it was Robert.
Bro, I did not do that. I swear, like every time I hang out with my friends.
No, you were a scammer back in high school.
In high school?
Yeah, with the interest rates that you were applying.
Bro, I never applied any interest rates for real.
Hey, if you know,
yeah,
you know.
As a joke, I said there's interest.
If you know, you know.
But there ain't no interest, bro.
Stop lying. You were serious about it.
I don't even know what you're talking about, buddy. I really don't.
You know. If you know, you know.
Anyways, I mean, that's also something I've been trying to do too. Not only just doing random acts of kindness to strangers, but also just talking to strangers and maybe inviting a stranger to my podcast. You see, that's gonna be an upcoming episode, guys.
New episode.
Look forward to it.
No, you gotta like record yourself going around campus. Like have someone record you, and then just like walk up to someone and be like, "Hey, do you want to call my podcast?"
Yeah. I mean,
that can be like the intro clip. Just you like scouting out someone for the podcast.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking maybe we'll set a like goal.
3 likes, guys.
No. 10 likes.
10,000?
And 10,000 likes, and I'll invite a stranger on the podcast. All right. I believe in you guys.
For a million likes, you'll get his mom on the podcast.
Oh yeah, for sure. Maybe one day, yeah. Get my mom on the podcast. We'll see. That'll be fun.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
I mean, yeah, and also when I go to Korea, have a podcast on Korea, bro.
Well, nah, that's when you vlog. Day in the life of
I
American
can do some
student
vlogging as well.
studying in Korea.
Yeah, I mean for you guys, right?
Yeah.
You guys are gonna be here, SZU. I'm gonna be in Korea.
I'll still be in Southwestern.
Crazy.
I'll still be in
Oh,
Southwest.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. That place looks like a prison compared to this school. Just can't compete.
So you don't really talk to strangers much, huh?
No. Well,
You want to?
yeah, but to be fair though, I have very long blocks of classes, so it goes like I have like a long class and then like a very limited break, because you're allowed to stack classes on top of each other, and they give you a 10-minute like grace period. So I did that.
Like right after each other?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you get like 10 minutes, and so there's not room to talk to anyone.
Oh. Well, I mean, just generally, like when I'm outside, for example, and I mean, I might not have been aware of this for most of my life, but I was especially aware of it after I started learning Korean, right?
Yeah.
When I'm out on the streets and I see a Korean person walk by, I'm like, dude, I want to talk to that person so bad.
Hey, real talk. Hey, real talk. How you know they're Korean though?
Well, I mean, sometimes it's obvious. Sometimes they're speaking it, you know?
Yeah. But what if it isn't so obvious?
Well, if it isn't, I mean, because then I just ask, of course. You know, I mean, I don't even ask if they're Korean. I just ask if they could speak Korean.
Smart.
Yeah, because I mean, that's the interesting thing. I mean, what if it is someone who isn't Korean,
but they speak Korean?
Yeah, but they speak Korean. Well, I'm still down to talk to them. You know, even more so because they're in a situation similar to mine, right? Yeah. But yeah, anyways, I've started to notice it once I started learning Korean. But yeah, I've had moments where I want to talk to just random people. You know, like I'm not trying to like do anything special other than just have like a small light conversation with them, right? Yeah. Just for fun. But it's like, whether it's the social anxieties telling me, oh, don't do it, oh, that's gonna be weird, or it's also sort of like the social norms where people really don't do that anymore as well, and it also affects the way that they're gonna respond as well. And so, but I've actually been doing it, just talking to random like strangers, or in Korean or whatever, and actually reflecting back on like my experiences, I really have almost no bad experiences. Like it's either just been neutral, they're just gonna, say some stuff back, or it's been like positive where they actually like, oh my gosh,
That reminds me, you know that guy on YouTube who like speaks Chinese?
Yeah, Xiaoma?
Yeah, and then he goes into like the restaurants,
yeah,
and he orders in like English.
Yeah. And
then he just starts speaking Chinese. That's kind of what it reminds me of.
But yeah, I think he was my inspiration, like to kind of like do this, because I see him and I'm like, oh, I kind of want to do that too,
And when you go to Korea, bro, you gotta record a video like that.
I mean, oh yeah, for sure,
just like walking to a restaurant and just like speak English. Speak English.
But at the same time, I don't know. I think it's different because he is in America, recording these videos instead of being in China, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, when you are in their country, of course, they're gonna kind of expect foreigners to kind of know their language, I feel. But
well, not necessarily, but
yeah, I mean, yeah, in a way. But I mean, yeah. What I think though is that honestly, because even if it's not a normal thing,
yeah,
I think a lot of people still respond like either neutrally or positively. Like there's really not that many people who respond negatively. I mean, and I've done it like, a good couple of times.
Yeah.
And so I think it really is just a problem of like your social anxiety and like the thoughts that are in your head that are telling you no, but you just have to tell those thoughts to shut up.
Yeah. Jared curses, bro. Jared curses.
Shut up is not a curse.
No, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you to say a no word.
You're not gonna get me.
I'm gonna get him to say a no word.
Curse once on this podcast, all right? Except for like damn, I say all the time. I don't know if that's
how much for you to say a no word.
How much?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, it depends. On the podcast, it's different.
On the podcast.
On the podcast. Yeah, and it depends on the word too. If it's like the F word.
Yeah, some light.
I'll do it for like $50. No, baby. How about you? Cursing is easy, huh?
Oh, that's light word.
Yeah, you curse all the time.
Not a lot anymore. Not a lot anymore.
Oh,
I'm changing. I'm changing my
used to.
ways.
Okay. Well,
It
what's the reason for that?
doesn't sound that professional if you think about it. So I just say frick.
Okay.
Or flip. I'm like a Minecraft YouTuber, except I don't like little kids.
Okay.
We keep them 18 plus.
Yeah. Saying the
Yeah.
opposite would be kind of dangerous.
Yeah. I don't know what gets into them, but they do play kids games, so that's probably why. But yeah,
And-
no.
No, I had some question that I really wanted to ask, but I forgot it. It's very, very a shame.
You'll think about it. It'll come back.
Now, I feel like I get stuck in conversations. Like, if I don't talk about what I want to
Say.
say, or like I have a thought, right?
Yeah.
And if I don't get that thought out into the conversation, then I can't like make up. I don't think I can make up like new questions or whatever.
Yeah.
Because then like my mind is just fixed on that one thought that I wanted to say, but now it's like already past the time where I should have said that.
Yeah.
And then like now it's just awkward because I should have said that a while ago and I haven't, and now that's the only thing that's in my mind.
I feel like that's
You feel
also
that a
what
lot?
stops people from like wanting to talk to people in public. It's like you might want to say something, but you don't know how to bring it up to them. So like how you believe that like if you should have just said it, then it would get off your head.
Yeah, well, I mean, at least in the conversation, there's a time aspect, right?
Yeah, you have like a time limit.
Yeah, but I think with strangers, it really is just I mean, what I started with at the very beginning. I don't know if I did English or Korean first. I think I did Korean first. All I did was just say, like, hello, like, do you speak Korean?
Yeah.
Right? And if they say yes, and then I just ask them, oh, do you know, like a good restaurant nearby?
Yeah.
And that's really it. And like, so I just, when you think about the question that I ask, it's a question that you could just ask and go away after,
Yeah.
right? It's like, I'm not trying to have a long conversation with them because that adds a burden to them, right?
Yeah.
But if you just have a quick question where it allows them to escape, allows you to escape, then it's like, it's just very casual, very free, very relaxing. And then some people are like, they want to conversate, and so they just continue it whether
Yeah.
or not, you know? And then when that happens, then
Then
you know,
you got a good conversation
it's a
right there.
voluntary, you know, consensual conversation, whatever. And like, you know, that actually happened to me the other day. One time I was in math, and then I just I asked this guy nearby me about like if he knew like the concept that they explained in the last lecture. Just a real quick question. I didn't even
Yeah.
think about having a conversation with him, but then he wanted to conversate, and then so we just started conversating because, you know, if he was welcome, well then let's go, you know.
No, I had something like that. I was me and Edson were waiting for our chem lab, and in our math and science buildings they have like a bunch of whiteboards like this, and so like there was like a whole like equation written out on the board, like it was like expanded and everything. Stuff was canceled out, and then there was a limit next to it, and I was like, I asked Edson, I was like, oh, you know how to do this? It was like, yeah. Jared explained it to me. I was like, oh, sweet. I was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, that's the class I had to drop last semester. I was like, oh, that sucks. And then I just went through it. I explained it like to myself out loud. And then there's a teacher, like all the teachers' like offices are like up there too. And I guess one of the teachers heard me, and he walked out of his room. He walked out of his office and was like, "You got any questions?"
Oh.
I was like, nah, I already learned this. He was like, oh yeah. I was like, yeah, and I explained it to him. He was like, yeah, no, like you're pretty good. You're pretty good. Like,
Okay.
if you didn't have a class, I would ask you to come sit in on my lecture. I was like, I kind of wanted to, but at the same time, I had my lab, but also like my social like anxiety would probably not let me do that.
Yeah, I mean, I really think it's just probably the key to small talk is that you want to have no pressure
Yeah,
conversations, because when you have no pressure conversations, it really is both parties aren't really expecting anything.
Yeah.
But if there is an energy between you guys, then you guys just capitalize off of it, and you have a little cool conversation, a little cool interaction with someone that you
Yeah.
just didn't expect, and you're like, oh, that was cool, and yeah, and so I think that's probably the key to initiating like random conversations with strangers. Really just
Yeah.
make it something like, oh, I think I actually, oh no, this was after Korean, but also like in English, what I did, I just asked like, oh, do you know where the bathroom is, right? That's
Yeah.
it. Like, and that was just to get over like the initial fear of just asking something, whatever, because I used to fear that as well. I used to fear even just asking where is the bathroom,
Yeah.
even though that's like a super normal question in terms of social norms, in terms of anything, right? And so once I was able to get over that, then that's when I moved on to, oh, do you know like a good restaurant nearby?
Yeah.
Right. And then after that is, I mean, as really as you don't even really move up that much from there on. You really just ask questions like that which have no pressure.
Yeah.
And I think that's another struggle of mine that I like face, that when I'm like trying to like become better at conversing with people, I'm trying to like improve my social skills, but sometimes you could be trying too hard at something where there really is just like a limit.
Yeah.
Right? It's called small talk for a reason.
Yeah.
And I think people, I mean, at least I tried to kind of step over that.
Yeah.
I think it's really important to just, just relax.
Yeah, no, I feel like the limit, like when you cross the limit, is like when, like once you like realize that both parties agree to like carry on the conversation.
Yeah.
But obviously, if like someone doesn't want to, and you see them
Exactly.
getting awkward, then that's like just best when like you just end the conversation.
Exactly. Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's probably the key.
it's the key.
I think I was gonna ask you this. Would you say you have social anxiety?
Sometimes it depends.
You have social anxiety in moments, but
Yeah.
you wouldn't have it as a defining characteristic.
Nah,
of
it's not
yours.
defining. Like sometimes, yeah, and then other times, like no. Like when I'm at work, like obviously that's one of the times when it's like I can't like have social anxiety because of my job. But like just like walking around and stuff, like outside, most definitely. Just like keep to myself. I don't really like, talk to anyone. So,
But I mean, yeah. But keeping to yourself isn't necessarily.
that's not really
something-
like social anxiety, but like, so I don't really like being put into social situations. I don't know. I just feel I get awkward.
I mean, what I see as social anxiety is when you want to talk to someone, but then you don't do it because you're anxious.
Yeah.
That's what I see it as. I don't really see it as, oh, I want to be alone, so I'm, being alone.
That's just being a popular loner. That's a popular loner, I think.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I feel like there's definitely multiple like definitions that you could give it, because everyone like probably views it in their own way.
Yeah.
But most definitely, it's not like you just are trying to get away, because then that's just you like just trying to like push society back to be by yourself for a little bit.
Mm.
But who knows?
Nice.
No, there's no definitive answer.
And you said you were like at work, I can't have social anxiety. I mean, do you feel like that's something like it's forcing you? It's forced upon you that you can't have social anxiety, or is it just simply like you don't have social anxiety when you're working?
It's kind of forced, because I quite literally get paid to talk to people.
Mm.
So, because I'm a cashier, so I have to talk to people.
Because I mean, the way I feel, when I'm asking like formal questions, I don't feel like anxious about it. Like if I'm asking a teacher about like this math question I have or whatever, like there's no social anxiety connected with it.
Yeah.
It's only when I'm having questions that have to relate to some. It's just like a conversation kind of question,
Yeah.
That's when like the anxiety starts to like kick in. And so that's why I was thinking, when you're working, it's just business, right? It's just formal
Well,
stuff. And so I wouldn't think it's something that you would really have social anxiety in the first place.
like, yeah, there's obviously like a set script that you go off of, which is like the formal questions. But then you got the customers that start asking
Oh,
questions
yeah, that's
about
true.
you, like what you do and stuff.
Mm.
And like, yeah, like if like a regular customer comes in and like asks like, oh, like how am I, like how was my day and stuff, and like it adds more like personal questions about who I like about me, then I'm fine with that because like I've seen them, I've interacted with them. But say like someone random just comes in, just like starts asking me those questions, then it's a little weird, you know, like it's a little awkward. So I don't really want to answer those questions to said person, because I don't know them like that.
Yeah.
So
And so, how often would you say is like, I guess, I mean, they're not really your customers, but how often are the customers like talkative like that
a lot,
versus just people who just go straight for the order?
a lot of them,
Really?
a lot of
like
them
the
like to
majority?
talk. A lot of them like to talk.
More than 50%?
I'd say about like a solid like 75%.
Oh wow, that is
like,
super surprising to me.
like just want to talk, and then about like the other half is like they just come in and order and then they just leave.
Yeah, I mean that's like me.
Yeah, like
Like I mean I go to the Habit like all the time.
shout out
And
to the Habit. Shout out to the
Shout
Habit.
out to the Habit again. Hey,
Hey, sponsor a youngin. Sponsor a youngin.
But I go to the Habit all the time, and I always see the same faces, right?
Yeah.
But every time it's like, okay, can I get a Santa Barbara? No pickles. Nothing else.
No pickles is
And can I
out.
get a water cup? Thank you. That's it. It's like the same thing every time. I see the same faces all the time, but I still don't really know them. I'm never gonna ask like, "How are you?" or whatever. You know, I just go straight in.
Do they wear name tags? They got name tags.
I don't know. Maybe.
That's one is wild. That's one is crazy because they know your name, but you don't know theirs.
That's true.
And then, dude, it's so weird because I forget that I wear it sometimes, and then a customer will say my name. It's like
Anthony or AJ?
it's just Anthony.
Okay.
And it's like, oh, you know my name.
Just a forget.
And then I see my reflection on the little monitor. It says, and I'm like, oh. But no, I still find it weird. But it honestly is what it is. So I get paid.
Yeah.
But there's some rude people, bro. Bro. Like every time I check someone out, because of it, like inflation and stuff, like the prices are going up.
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure we're gonna start getting paid more too.
Oh, okay.
So Rubio's tacos are skyrocketing in price, but they're good. So shout out. Hey, slide to Rubio's Coastal Grill. If I'm working, I'll give you a high five. I have to save my 50% discount for myself. That's how I eat. But no, like they complain about the price, and it's like there's not much I can do about that, bro.
Yeah.
It's like so how does that equal that? And it's like I have to give them like a whole breakdown. Like,
Really?
Your burrito costs this much. Your tacos cost that, and then there's also a
Like, what do you
tax.
actually say? Like, if someone like, dude, this is so expensive. Why is this so expensive?
I say I don't make the prices. Like, I give them like a generic MPC answer. Like, I don't make the prices. And then like if they continue to complain, then I'll give them like a breakdown, like a price breakdown of everything in their like order, including the tax. And then if they click the tip option, then I'll give them the tip. I was like, you also give me this amount in tip. And then they don't tip after that.
So how often are those? How often are the rude customers?
The rude
Type of
ones. The
ones.
rude ones are the price haters are pretty rare. I feel like 25%.
25% is not rare.
Well, if you think about it, it's kind of rare.
1 out of every 4 people
Complain about the price.
complain, really?
Yeah.
And they don't just do it in a way that's like joking or like just
No, they're not
trivial.
joking.
They actually like kind of like are.
Well, you gotta
aggressive
put
at
them in a
you.
level. You gotta put them in like a scale. You got the, ooh, that's a little expensive. To the I need a whole explanation on why it costs that much. So there's about like 3 levels. You got the ooh, it costs too much. And you got the why does it cost that much? Or like who makes these prices and stuff. And then you got the why does my order cost that much? You got the 3 tiers. And it's mainly the first one that you see the most of. Rare occasion do you get a level 3.
How about the level 2?
That one's also rare. It's mainly just the first one.
Okay. I mean, the first one isn't that bad.
Like, no, it's not that bad.
If
Like,
it's just like, oh, why is this so expensive? I mean,
not much I can do. But please swipe your card. Oh, that reminds me. We sell gift cards, and this old guy came in with a gift card, and he was trying to pay with it, or no, he was trying to check the balance. But I'm pretty sure his like the like mag strip on it, to swipe, it wasn't working. So me and my manager were sitting there like swiping it like over and over again to try to get the balance, and it didn't work. And I'm like this, and then he like rips it out of my hand. He's like, here, and then he proceeds to swipe it the wrong way. He swiped it the wrong way, and then we were like, oh, it didn't work. And then he just left. He didn't even say anything. He just left.
oh wow.
Like I would have probably bought him a meal. I would have felt bad. Ripped his gift card out of my hand.
Damn. Okay.
He sold his bag.
That's why you guys gotta
Be nice
gotta be
to the
kind.
cashiers,
kind,
bro.
guys.
Who knows?
They're
we
humans too.
might buy you your food if it's
Yeah.
reasonable price. Don't come in and order like $40 worth of shit. I'm not paying that.
Also, if you do something like that, it comes out of your pocket.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna give them a discount. Like I'll just grab my wallet and swipe my card.
Have you done that before?
No, every time they're just rude, disrespectful.
Damn, okay. No
Like,
chance.
No
huh?
chance. Like I would. Like I actually will. Like I'm saving up for like some big things, but like I'll help a brother out.
So, while working, right?
Yeah.
Most days just fly by.
No,
Really?
because I work Thursday, Friday, Sunday, and Sundays are like the slowest day ever. Like I'm just like I clean and I just stand there, and then I go clean what I already cleaned. Go back, clean, go back, and I just stand there.
It's just like waiting.
You just wait for
Lot of
people to come
waiting.
in, take their order, then give them their food, and then they just leave. And then Fridays are fun because I open. So it's like a speed run. It's a speed
okay.
run. It's a speed run to get set up.
Like Papa's Pizzeria.
Yeah, except I don't have to make any of it. It's a speed run to set up in time before people start coming in, and you can't. So I've had some crazy mistakes. I made some crazy. Yeah, I'll drop the sauce. One time I was making the teas, right? Because we brew teas. I didn't put the spout on the tea holder.
The spout on a tea holder?
Yeah, so you know how like when because it's like in a metal jug, but like this big, and there's like a spout that you like pour out of.
Yeah.
And I didn't put it on.
Oh.
And I put it in and I clicked through.
Oh.
And I went to the back.
Oh.
I walk out. The tea is everywhere. I'm like, holy shit.
That's crazy.
And then no one knew. I cleaned it up and everything, and no one knew.
Damn. All right, you clean with it. He's clean with it.
Dude, no one knew. And then I put it on, and then I just put another tea bag in there. But holy, that mess was crazy.
So, what other memories stand out to you working?
Working? I don't know. There's not a lot. I just sit there. Oh no, probably when I started because they trained me to work in the back, and I had to make the sauce, the Chipotle white sauce, and you have to put like one of the ingredients in, but it's in a bag, and it's like a sauce. So I was pouring it in, and I got it all over my arm.
Damn.
I had it all over my arm, and I was like, I wasn't even done making the sauce either.
Damn, and that was like when you were like starting getting trained.
Yeah. Gee, and then one of my coworkers, he made a sauce wrong. And then they blamed it on me. I don't even work in the back. I work in the front.
What do you even do in that situation?
Nothing. I didn't even hear about that until like a month after that it happened.
Oh wow.
like my coworker just randomly brought up like, oh, you guys remember that time when like she pointed to me like when he messed up the sauce, and I was like, what sauce? She's like, when you messed up this sauce, I was like, I didn't mess up that sauce. And then my shift lead came in and he was like, oh, it wasn't him. Because my manager had told people that it was me.
Oh wow.
Hey, if you're watching this, you're an op. You're an op. I don't make mistakes like that.
How about your coworkers? How?
They're pretty chill. Yeah, I think. Yeah, no, all of them are pretty cool. Most of them just are there just to get money, to support them to their families. Oh, I respect it. I respect their grind, because they be working like crazy long shifts, bro.
Yeah, like 12 hours.
Not like 8, and then like I have this coworker, like most of them have other jobs too. They were double jobs. It's like, hey, big ups to that, bro. Like, going
how are you managing it?
How am I? Oh, I don't, like, my shifts are short, but they try to give me 8-hour shifts on Fridays, bro. I cannot do that. Between doing homework and like that shift, I could not. And my manager had to cut that like back down.
You have dreams often, Anthony?
Dreams?
Yes.
Not really. But when I do, they're like crazy as hell.
Crazy dreams?
Yeah.
Can you tell us about a crazy dream?
I was with my homies, and we were all like racing on the street. No, it was on a racetrack, I think. We were racing, and like it was like a Michael Bay movie.
Damn.
There's like explosions everywhere.
That's sick.
No, the worst one is like when you get the dreams where you're falling. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't think I've really ever had dreams where I was falling.
Yeah, like now you like fall off something and then you wake up.
Oh yeah. No.
You've never had that?
No, not really. No.
Gee, those ones are crazy.
That's good. Like you fall off of like a building or something.
Yeah, and then like before you hit the ground, you just like wake up.
Yeah. Like, do you wake up like in a?
Yeah. Like those ones are.
I've only woke up like that once. I'm pretty sure. Where like I was like dreaming and then I woke up and I was like like shocked. You know, every other dream of mine, even if it was a bad dream, I just woke up normally and I remember having a bad dream.
Yeah. I don't know if I would necessarily say my dreams are bad. They're all just like a compilation of just random things.
Or at least recently, you haven't had any bad dreams.
No, like if you were to look up like a YouTube compilation, it's kind of like what my dreams are like. It's just a bunch of like random things put together.
Stuff, really. Yeah.
Like I'd see someone, and then like they just disappear. But
I mean, yeah, I feel like I've only really had. I mean, when I have bad dreams, they're pretty far in between. But I'd say I had more when I was younger.
Almost definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I remember. I almost always have like this one nightmare where it's not a specific nightmare, but it's just like a type of nightmare where I'm like getting chased or it's like someone wants to kill me and I just keep running around the block or whatever and try to escape them, or I'm like in the same room as them and like I'm trying to like dodge them or whatever and freaking
dodge their attack. Dodge their attack.
Yeah, and like I have like out of the nightmares I have, it's either like creepy to the point you can't even explain the creepiness, but it's just creepy and it was a nightmare.
Yeah.
Or it's just someone wants to freaking kill me. That's pretty much.
Dude, that's like a crazy.
That's like my two nightmares.
That's one's wild. Bro. You got. It's creepy. Someone's trying to kill me.
Yeah. I mean, really, those are like the. I mean, I had like one. Well, I mean, I guess this kind of falls into the category of creepiness, but one where it's like, it was like kind of like a movie.
Yeah.
Where like I remember, like I was in my old house and I was hiding like in between, because like some sofas have like really big pillows.
Yeah.
So I was hiding in between the sofa wall and like a big pillow, and then yeah, I could feel like the presence of like my mom or something. She was like black and white. Oh yeah, and it's like pitch dark midnight.
Yeah.
But I like feel her like being black and white and just like roaming around the room like an NPC, like how like they have a path.
Oh, like a guard, like a guard.
Yeah, like yeah, like literally like a guard, bro. And then I had to like
who's
dodge
your culprit?
Bro.
Hey, if you know that one, you know that one.
If you know.
Who's the culprit?
But yeah, and after I like dodged, I avoided my mom and like went into like my dad's room, and then there's my sister there, but there's like a Pandora's box in the middle, and then it was like a void, like a black hole in the Pandora's box, right? And
Yeah.
I remember just like going into the box or something, and
Like
that was
jump
like
it in.
yeah, that was such a weird nightmare. It was literally like some movie or like a Roblox game or whatever,
Roblox game.
Like yeah, that was super creepy.
That literally just sounds like a Roblox scary game.
But yeah, and then another type of creepy nightmare I just had was like one was like it's just I was outside like a school campus or whatever, and it was like a big school campus with like a big like front yard,
Yeah.
like kind of the ones you see in the movies.
Yeah.
And it was just creepy. Like that was just it. That was the whole thing. But I still remember it.
Just the school.
And then another thing I remember is just a really dense object. Literally just like it was like maybe a sphere or something, but really like the only memory I have of it was just super dense, and it was that was a nightmare. It was just a super dense object, like a small object, but it felt so heavy, and that was that was what was creepy about it.
I don't know if you could like count that as creepy.
No, but it was a nightmare.
Oh.
Like it wasn't a dream; it was a nightmare. Like you could differentiate between those two, and like yeah, and those are like yeah.
That's just like a weird. There's weird, creepy, and then trying to get killed.
Yeah. That's
put
the
that
other,
in like
that's the other type of nightmare. Yeah, those
just
are
weird.
my two types of nightmares. How about you? Do you have like a genre of nightmares?
I definitely have the trying to get killed by someone.
Yeah.
I have the like running away from someone ones. But I don't really have the weird ones. It's either just those two. And like most of the running away from someone ones, like for some reason end up with me like falling off of something.
That's weird. Yeah, I mean, I never really. For me, I'm always like either like too slow. Like oh my, I hate it when I'm in a dream and I'm running and it feels so slow. Like I feel like
You like start backseat
I'm
gaming
like
yourself or
pointing to
what?
speed.
So, hey, someone turn
I'm
my
like,
speed
dude,
up.
I know I'm not this slow. Like, why am I running this slow? But yeah, I never really fall.
Never really. You gotta experience.
Hey, sometimes though, I do have dreams where I'm peeing in a toilet. Oh no, those are not good dreams. Have you ever had those dreams?
Where you're peeing in a toilet? No.
No, never.
Don't sleep on his bed. Don't sleep on his bed.
No, but recently I've never actually done it, but I've like gotten close. Or like I wake up, or like yeah, I'm like peeing in the toilet, and I wake up, I'm like feeling it like rushing, but it didn't come out because I'm like I don't know, I saved myself somehow.
Feeling it rushing is crazy. Not for me recently, because I don't know if it's just because I'm just, like sleep deprived, but I haven't had any dreams. Like I go to sleep. It's like I teleport. It's like entering the nether.
Damn.
It's like entering the
You
nether.
just go to sleep and then you wake up.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, when I feel like sleep deprived or when I'm like not on a good schedule, that's when I dream the most.
Well, not for me. I feel like it's the opposite.
Really?
Like when I like over breaks and stuff, that's when I dream the most. And then like it like starts getting into like school. I don't dream a lot. But I do dream, and like they're like wild.
Wild dreams.
Yeah,
But they're just like random stuff.
it's like so random. like it could be like a car crash compilation.
Car crash compilation.
like that type of wild. You just can't explain it.
That's crazy. That's funny. Hey, I've been working on my sleep because, I mean, I've had trouble with waking up on time for years now.
Yeah, you used to never come to school on time.
Yeah, always late every day.
Late to
Every
Mr.
day.
Case is crazy.
And it's something that I've always been, trying to fix.
Yeah.
I think now I don't want to jinx it. I really don't want to jinx it. And I've talked about this on yesterday's podcast as well, last podcast with Jorge. But now I'm on a 4-in-a-row streak of
Waking up on time?
waking up on time and getting out of bed on time. Because see, basically the short gist of it is what I do. I have an alarm, and then and like within like 5 minutes, I had to get out of bed and just take a walk around and absorb the sunlight for
Yeah.
like 5 minutes. And I've done that 4 times in a row now, and I feel and it's crazy.
And it works.
Like four in a row is absolute crazy to me. Like I don't even remember the last time where I did this 3 times in a row. There's been like a few times when I would like, because I always be trying to like research, this waking up method, that waking up method. I'm trying different methods, and there's some times where I get one day. There's a lot of 1 days, right?
Yeah.
And then there's some times where I got 2 days, but I never got 3 days until yesterday. And now we're on a 4-day streak.
4 day.
And so I'm not trying to jinx it, but I feel like I've broken the habit.
Isn't breaking a habit like you have to do it for like it's like 10, 15 days, I think.
Well, I mean I've actually heard that so my English teacher said this, but it really only takes 3 days to break a habit. Once you do 3 days,
Oh, then you're good?
yeah, I mean, so yeah, technically speaking,
technically
I'm good.
good.
But yeah, I mean, of course, for it to be actually like
Broken.
broken, yeah, it's gonna take longer.
I
But
believe in you.
yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to.
See, my method is I just spam alarms. Like, do you want to see how many alarms?
Yeah, show it to the audience.
That's if it'll load. These are all the alarms that I have. From 5 to 6:10.
Wow, and do all of that, and you just keep having it. See, look, guys, what do you guys see? Yeah, you guys can't see.
Try turning the brightness up, but no, I have how many alarms is that? 7 alarms.
That's crazy. I mean, if it works, it works.
It does. Now, like, I don't even need an alarm to wake up.
Oh,
I just wake up.
that's good.
I still keep them though, just in case.
Yeah, same too. I mean, now it's already only been like three days, but I like wake up like before the alarm even turns on, and like that's something that almost never happens to me. And now it happened like 2 days in a row, where I just woke up before the alarm, and so I think
You're on the right path. You're on the right path.
We're finally changing after years of struggle. I mean, it's really it's like
Don't you take the bus?
Huh?
Don't you take the bus here or the trolley?
Yeah. I take the trolley. Yeah.
Oh, so you kind of have to wake up early, huh?
Yeah. I mean, like today, or I mean,
2024. Jared gets his license.
Yesterday I have first class at 9, and so for that I have to wake up at 6:45 basically. Yeah.
Dude, I have a class at 7.
7? Damn, that's crazy.
It's my calculus class.
So you can't really miss that, huh?
Nah.
When do you wake up for that one?
5:30.
5:30. It's crazy. But you do it.
I do it. Well, I can be like a little late because I drive myself there. But Jared is licensed by the end of 2024.
My driver's license?
Yeah.
I mean, my mom's coming back today. My mom's been out in the Philippines for about a month now, and now she's coming back today, so I can finally start practicing driving again.
What have you done? What have you done for that month? Just like live alone?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I still live with my sister.
Oh.
But I've always had to buy my own food. I mean that's just really the main problem. Having to
buy the food.
Buy my own food all the time.
And
for a straight month, and I'm so glad that she's coming back. Please feed me, Mom.
Homemade meals. I feel like that's one thing that I'm glad that like I was taught, because like at Rubio's they taught me how to cook. So I'd be like whipping it up in the kitchen.
Hey, okay.
So maybe to tap in, get a cooking job. Just saying.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Oh, okay, I think this is a good time to end the podcast. You think so?
To you, man.
All right. Well, this will be the end of the podcast. Thank you guys for listening, and thank you to AJ.